So welcome everybody. And please share this. If you're watching on Facebook, share this on your wall, share it with your friends. This really is a worldwide celebration. In addition to the people watching us on Facebook, we've got over 200 people in our webinar room. And so it's pretty exciting. And with no further ado, I'm going to actually turn it over to my partner who has helped make all of this happen. Deborah, the spotlight's on you.
Welcome, everyone. So great to have you here. And as you know, this is an incredible time on the planet, an incredible time for us as a soul tribe to come together and really affirm the healing, the creativity, the love that we all share together right now. So I'm so happy you're here. And this event started with the love of beloved Fantuzzi. We've been hosting this actually for 2 Saturdays now, and it seemed to be such an incredible thing to bring together people online. And Scott actually came up with the name Saturday Night Live for the Global Peace Tribe. And I said, yes, because that's really what we're doing. We're sharing with our soul tribe, which we identify as the Global Peace Tribe. Because a lot of us have been on the planet a long time, and we're a stand for harmony, peace, and coming together and sharing creativity. And that's what this online gathering is about, to really affirm our healing and our creativity. And we're going to do that with music, as Scott said, with meditation, with comedy, which we feel like it's really important for us to laugh at what's going on as well, laugh at ourselves. We can't always take it too seriously. And community connection. So it's really about us coming together and connect. And things can get pretty challenging these days, and you don't know what's going to happen next. But when we come together and we connect and we affirm our wisdom and our teachings and our creativity and music, it really helps all of us together. So that's what this is. And we plan to continue this also ongoing on Saturday, and just build it and connect. So we have a place to go on Saturday night. Also, this is a very important night, as you know, for the meditation. This is happening all over the world, a goal of 1 million people meditating together. And we'll share more about that in a little bit, but this is very powerful time. Very similar to, if you remember, the harmonic convergence, or even 2012, where everyone felt, yes, this is an important time to gather and really come forward and connect and affirm the positive world that we want to create. So that's a bit about what we're doing here as well. So I'm so happy that you came, and more people will be coming on, and we will all participate together.
Thank you, Deborah. So again, welcome everybody. To all of our panelists, please keep yourselves muted. Really, if you could be sensitive to that, that'd be great. And everybody watching, bear with us. You know, this is where we brought on 20 different panelists and musicians. So everything so far is going well, but bear with us because it's all in the flow. And what's next in the flow, I'm so excited. Star and Matthias have been inspiring so many of us for so long with their music. And they've actually even played in my home, the house that I'm coming to you from right now. It's one of my favorite memories. And so we're going to turn it over to Star and Matthias to get us off to a beautiful musical start. Welcome.
Bekkanze, Maha Bekkanze, Ratsa Samudgate Soha. Deyata Om Bekkanze, Bekkanze, Maha Bekkanze, Ratsa Samudgate Soha. Deyata Om Bekkanze, Bekkanze, Maha Bekkanze, Ratsa Samudgate Soha. Deyata Om Bekkanze, Bekkanze, Maha Bekkanze, Ratsa Samudgate Soha. Pray for the healing of our beings. Healing. Pray for the healing of our beings. Yatta Om Bekkanze, Bekkanze, Maha Bekkanze, Raja Samudgata Soha. Yatta Om Bekkanze, Bekkanze, Maha Bekkanze, Raja Samudgata Soha. Yatta Om Bekkanze, Bekkanze, Maha Bekkanze, Ratsa Samudgate Soha. Yatta Om Bekkanze, Bekkanze, Maha Bekkanze, Ratsa Samudgate Soha. Healing. Pray for the healing of all beings. 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 Yatta Om Bekkanze, Bekkanze, Maha Bekkanze, Ratsa Samudgate Soha. Yatta Om Bekkanze, Bekkanze, Maha Bekkanze, Ratsa Samudgate Soha. Yatta Om Bekkanze, Bekkanze, Maha Bekkanze, Ratsa Samudgate Soha. Yatta Om Bekkanze, Bekkanze, Maha Bekkanze, Ratsa Samudgate Soha.
Deborah, you're up.
Great. So now is the time where we're going to prepare and go into the meditation. And this is amazing, everyone. This is really 1 million people all over the world meditating right now. This meditation began by a spiritual group, but because everyone heard the call, this is popcorning all over the world. And it is happening right now at a massive astrological configuration of a Jupiter-Pluto conjunction, which is the time where new era, new age begins. So this is a really critical time. And I think most of you know and have heard studies and all the research on heart math, the power when people meditate together. And this group determined that 1 million people can help shift this right now. So the goal is to create a portal which we will unify our consciousness and trigger the process of creating a massive healing for chain reaction in the energy field worldwide. Also the removal of the coronavirus, removing all fears that the epidemic has created, and help shift the planetary evolution back to the most positive ascension timeline that will lead us into the age of Aquarius. But the most important thing is to go deep in your heart and your spirit into your connection with Source, and then connect with everyone all around the world to connect together to make this happen. So right now, I'm going to introduce Celestine Star, who is a high priestess, a wisdom keeper, an oracle, spiritual leader. And she's going to get us more grounded and focused and in tune for the meditation and lead us into the meditation. And then we're going to have crystal bowls playing in the background during the meditation by Kitty Wells, which is going to be really beautiful and amazing. And then the meditation is going to go for about 15 minutes. And then we're going to go into some songs. We're going to end the meditation and then go into a beautiful song with Lakshmi. If for any reason you would like to do a silent meditation, you're welcome to mute the sound and just do your own journey in your silent meditation. But in the background here, we'll have crystal bowls and some facilitation by Celestine so that she can help us guide us all into this unified meditation. So right now, I want to turn it over to my dear soul sister, Celestine Star.
Blessed be, and greetings to all of you who have gathered tonight around the world. This is a night of great empowerment, and we are uniting with our spirit and our hearts and our mind, our community, spirit family, guardians, the masters, and the great councils. So as we gather, we're here to harmonize and receive the powerful cosmic wave of energy coming forth from the planets Jupiter, our binary star, and Pluto, which is the great traveler, because Pluto travels not only in our solar system, but it travels into the solar system of the star Sirius. So the plutonium gates open, showing Earth, showering Earth with its enormous, powerful waves of transformative energies. It showers with benevolence and grace. And so now we enter the gateless gate. Ground and center yourselves.
No, it's me.
I wish to invite you to take a moment to take a deep breath into your power center and hold it. Gather all tension you may have from the day and release your breath, allowing the tension to flow outward into the earth. Continue taking deep breaths and releasing as you come into present time. Align and ground yourself. Recognize where you are on the earth. As we take the next few breaths, begin feeling your breath, connecting with all who are here meditating together in this global meditation. Feel the thousands of us. At harmonic conversion, maybe there wasn't so many, but there's millions of us now, meditating tonight together, our hearts beating and synchronizing as one. Your electromagnetic embodiment is the key. The electromagnetic field is the group mind. In this, we are unified as one spirit. Together, as one, let us attune ourselves to the great cosmic energies. Focus upon the cosmic central sun. There, see and feel the power, a column of brilliant white light emanating out in all directions, merging with the central suns of all the galaxies in the universe. Visualize this light emanating through the galactic central sun, then going through our galaxy, reaching now into our solar system. This powerful, sacred light of creation surrounds all beings of light within our solar system, passing now through the Jupiterian Plutonian portal, and then through all beings on Earth. Feel this spiritual light surrounding your beingness, ever so gently, yet illuminating and powerful in its essence. As the light enters the energetic photonic sphere of your beingness, it bursts open in the mind, first aligning the hypothalamus and the pineal gland, so that you may see clearly and may know thyself. Feeling it now radiating its energy downward into the heart, through your body, and into the center of the earth. From the center of the earth, breathe upward the light of the cosmic central sun, and into the heart, where it enters into your life cell, where there it resonates with your DNA. This is your place of power. Focus your mind upon your third eye, 3 inches down, 4 inches in to the center of the cranium. And with the breath and concentration, begin to use your divine will with the highest good intent for all. Visualize now the light transmuting all remaining coronavirus on the earth, disinfecting all infected areas on the planet. Together, all of us in one mind meditation, healing all patients, recovering all fear, removing all fear associated with this epidemic, and restoring stability. It is your time now. Listen to the intonations of the musical sounds and frequencies as we go into silence. Listen to your internal silence. Light workers of the sacred cosmic light, break the bonds of the DNA for the group mind of humanity that brings harm, negativity, and impending doom. Transmute, transform, and elevate your consciousness, thereby elevating the consciousness of the whole of humanity. Visualize the course of events on planet Earth, shifting into the most positive timeline possible, shifting away from all epidemics, away from all wars, away from all global domination. We now go into the silence. Blessed be. By the holy light of the oneness, it is done. Great success. May this working be of benefit to all of the global cosmic light workers who have participated in this meditation. To all sentient beings, may this be of benefit, and to the all. May this working radiate out into all of creation for all times. We will seal this prayer and transformative working with love and light, and may only the highest good for all be made manifest. Together, let us raise the sound of the Om. Take a deep breath. Seal this meditation in love and light. Blessed be. Om Shanti Om.
Today soha Om Tare 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 Today Om Tare Today soha Om Tare Today soha Hum tare ture soha. Hum tare ture so ha. Hum tare ture so ha. Om Tare Tu Tare Om Tare Tu Tare So
Thank you so much, Lakshmi Del Sesto. Lakshmi will be back with more music a little bit later this evening. We're now going to invite some of our friends to share their visions for the new world. For some people, it might be the vision that came through right now during this global meditation. For others, it might be the vision that they've been holding. And the first person I want to invite is a beloved brother. Many of you probably know him. When I put the spotlight on my friend Satyan Raja, the warrior sage.
So much love and embrace to everyone, everywhere, and every time, and every place. We're one family, one huge migration pattern that's returning back into its full remembrance. Every one of my brothers, sisters, all of you children, seniors, wisdom keepers, all of us, even in ignorance, full love and full unity. What I've been really feeling just coming in really deeply over the last couple of weeks through the intensity of the sadhana here, we've had Gaia herself bring upon us a type of forced austerity, which is the yogic dream. The dream of yogis is to be given an opportunity to go into austerity. And so in the heart, the depth, the soul of this enforced austerity that we can take on, I'm feeling within us all these dualities coming into the surface, to be unified, to be found not as opposites, but to be found as one spectrum of our complete unity, our complete divinity. And I just had some of these coming up while the music was playing. Invincibility, fragility. Spine, solidity, heart. Resoluteness, tenderness. Masculine, feminine, life, death upon us. Love, hate, boundaries, no boundaries, boundaryless. Choice, choicelessness. Thriving or surviving. Together and apart, alone and with each other. End of the world, beginning of a new one. Nefarious, benevolent. Generous and greedy. Trapped and free. And lastly, immortal and mortal. And so from my heart, from my joy, from my invitation and challenge, I'm asking myself and all of us to bring these things that are being magnified in our face into union, to see them, to embrace them, to strengthen them, and to illumine them so that we can all spiral up together in this brand new, magnificent new creation.
Thank you so much, Satyan. Thank you very, very much. Thank you. Now we're going to hear from another amazing visionary, Nathan Crane. The spotlight's on you.
Aloha and haula, everyone. I'm honored and humbled to be here with all of you tuning in from around the world. My vision for the future is that we all learn how to live in harmony with Mother Earth. We all learn how to walk barefoot in the beautiful land, feel the soil between our toes. So our children and our grandchildren and our great-great-great-great-grandchildren can enjoy the fresh fruit from the trees and have their hands in the soil, so we can let go of our addiction to technology and connect with our inner technology, our inner wisdom, our health and healing and higher power and higher potential from within as we connect to the beauty and grace and wisdom that comes from Mother Earth, that we can stop polluting the rivers, the waters, the oceans, and learn how to build and live in harmonious community, sustainability, and regenerative connection and agriculture, so that we can sustain this planet and our humanity and our children for many, many, many generations to come. Thank you. Hala.
Thank you so much, Nathan. And now we get to hear from some of another amazing visionary, Anatea Judith. The spotlight is on you. You're muted, however.
Namaste, everyone. So pleased to be with you. Mother Gaia is speaking to us. She says, it is time for the initiation to begin. Time to move from the love of power to the power of love, to begin living as gods and goddesses, creating heaven on earth. First, we go through the dissolution, the time of undoing, a time to stop, to be still, and to listen. A time to change our habits and move to a higher level of consciousness. Use this time to cleanse, to purify and prepare yourselves, because this is just the beginning of the transformation. As we go through the painful contractions of the birth process, know that something new and profound is coming into being, organizing itself as we speak. This is a time to dream the future you want to create. You can do this. You can change. You can awaken. We are awakening to a globally networked humanity in which we are all in it together. May love prevail. Namaste.
Namaste, and thank you so much, Anatea. And now we're going to hear from Shariah.
Hello, thank you so much. I want to invoke the original prime source creator by whatever name you call. God by any other name is still God. Creator, we are so grateful for this opportunity and this time together. Thank you so much for allowing us to come together to envision the new world and the highest timeline that we have called forth even before we came into this incarnation. The beautiful healed ecology, the amazing healing temples all around the planet, the high vibrational energy and technology that is organic and natural and doesn't harm anyone. All of this that so many of us have been holding for so long is upon us, and we know that it's real. We can feel it in the core of our being as the reality. And as we step in and hold this vision and feel it and know that it's real together as one, there is nothing that can stop what's coming. So brothers and sisters, I rejoice with you in this time, knowing that all is well as we step forward into the highest timeline now. So be it, and so it is.
Oh, and so it is. Thank you, Shariah. Wow. You know, as all these amazing people have been coming together, and many of them you've known, but probably being introduced to some new ones. I was really excited. Our next guest, when I found out that she'd be available, she is quite the wordsmith, and we're turning it over to Michaela.
Blessings and welcome. Love is welcome here. Enter. I invite you to close your eyes, drop into your heart, and breathe. Question: what are you doing today that you weren't doing yesterday? And what are you going to do tomorrow? Benevolence. The now has arrived. and the new earth is a tangible reality. We are all interrelated, interconnected, and interdependent. And we've established that there is no such thing as us and them. We are us and we are them. We are expressions of vibrant health and have restored equilibrium to the problems besetting humanity. Love is the answer. We realize an attitude of caring, sharing, gratitude, and forgiveness is the key for universal healing. Our success is focused and an optimistic attitude that never gives up. Through this breakthrough, we've arrived to the truth. Where my attention is, there I am. And where thought goes, energy flows. The awakening of grace and balance has allowed for innovative ways to create prosperity and healthy currency and avenues of unity to unfold with the ease of renewal. We are a global expression of respect and integrity with a reverence for all life. Peace is the order of the new day on planet Earth, and this moment awaits us all. It is done in the present, it is done in the past, it is done in the future. Welcome home, benevolence.
Yay. Thank you, Michaela. Welcome home, benevolence. You know, we've been getting some people asking a question. So I actually have the spotlight on whoever's speaking, but if you're at home, you have the choice of speaker view or gallery view. If you're on your computer, upper right-hand corner, so you can pick to see all of us, but I suggest keeping it on speaker view so you can see who we're putting the attention on. And next we're going to put our spotlight on Marguerite. Marguerite, you're up.
Yes, hi. Greetings, everybody, and blessings to all who are watching this now as we record or later. What I'd like to add to this stream of visioning today is a world in which we are governed by Goddess Sophia, wisdom. And I just invite us all to take that in. Our world governed by wisdom, the one who holds the light and the dark together. And we are governed in a world where the feminine is coming into right balance with the masculine. And I just invite us to take that in for a moment. As our new reality. Blessed be.
Blessed be. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. We're going to hear more visions from people a little bit later on. But now we get to put the spotlight on our beloved brother Fantuzzi. And this all started when we were doing Fantuzzi concerts recently. So there he is. There's the man. And hopefully, Ed, we still can't hear sound though from you, Fantuzzi. Someone needs to turn the sound on. Not hearing you. Nope, we're not hearing. So these are the wonderful things that happen. While Fantuzzi gets that together, we're going to actually, I think it's time for a little comedy. So I'm going to put the spotlight on one of our two comic people that we have with us. She's a brilliant comedian who comes, actually, Deborah Giusti, why don't you introduce her? Because you know Sherry and I don't, so I'm going to let you introduce her.
Well, Sherry is a very professional comedian her whole life. She was featured on Broadway totally, but she came to the West Coast and here she is for us now. She's known for her show, Oh My Goddess. And what I love from her is she's brilliant, clever, makes you laugh, but she also shares the truth. So that's what I love about her. So I'm going to give it over to Sherry Glazer.
At 8:30 was the spot.
Hello? Hello?
Hey.
I'm the mother. Not your mother, but the mother, the one you've been talking about. Mother Earth, Gaia, but you can call me Ma. It's so good to see you. It's so good to see you. I know a lot of you don't know me because your father, who art in heaven, didn't mention me in his book, the Holy Bible. But that's okay. Nobody from my side of the family. But here I am, the mother. I know your father says he created the entire universe in 6 days. Well, I got news for you. I was in labor with you for 37 million years, and it was worth every minute of it. Look at you. And I know right now you need the mother. And so here I am to help you feel better. Because, you're in trouble. I tried to warn you. I sent you all kinds of disasters, floods and fire and drought and hurricanes and earthquakes and tornadoes and hurricanes. But did you listen? No, you didn't stop. So now you're sick. So I'm here to help you feel better. That's why I'm here, to comfort you. That's all I want to do. I want you to feel better. So first of all, most importantly, take care of yourself. Be nice on yourself. Be gentle on yourself. Take good care of yourself. Wash your hands and then give you little kisses like this, and have a cup of tea, because I left you medicine all over the place. Just look out the front door and you see the green. You see this? This is anise, and it's springtime, so it's growing everywhere. And if it looks like your lungs, drink it. Anything that looks like that. I left you medicine all over the place to make you feel better, and it's free. You got oregano, you got thyme, you got basil, you got cayenne and lemon and frankincense. So for you, I went all out with the medicine. So what you want to do is really take care of yourself. And I know you're upset. Everybody's upset, of course, because of the Schmeiris. But it's okay. It's okay to be upset, to be afraid, and to be mad, of course, because the feelings are your nature. Yeah, you're born with it. It's your human nature. And it's what everybody has in common. Everybody's scared and everybody's mad. Everybody. So what you want to do is feel your feelings. They're your lightning. They're your thunder. They're your earthquake. They're your fire. So when you're mad, be mad. And just relax and be mad. So you're mad, but don't talk and don't take it out on anybody else. Just be mad and relax. And let that emotion move through you. And you know what? It'll help you feel better. And if you're scared, be scared. Like, and just relax and be scared. It's okay to be scared. And just relax and let it move right through you. And you're going to feel so much good energy come through. You're going to feel better. Do you want to feel better? Do you like feeling better? And if you're sad, go ahead and cry. Have yourself a good cry. Just weep, and all your snot will come out, and your mucus and all that and toxic will come out. And you know what? You'll feel better. Do you want to feel better? Do you like feeling better? Go ahead and cry. Let it all come out. Because the truth is, my darlings, that one day you are going to die. Everybody dies. Everybody dies. You have an expiration date. And the faster the better. So, if you die from a heart attack, aneurysm, boom, you're gone and you're dead. And it's not so bad when you're dead. It's kind of nice. Take it from me, you relax, you have no body, you have no bills to pay. Look, I know your father said you go to heaven or you go to hell. No. When you die, you come to me. Come back to your mother, and I'm going to catch you, and I'm going to hold you so tight. And you're going to tell me what hurt you, what made you so mad, what shamed you, what scared you to death. And I'm going to tell you how wonderful you are, how smart you are, how beautiful you are, how intelligent and talented you are, and how important your life was, and that you were my favorite. And don't forget the joy that you had in your life and the joy that you can have right now. You don't have to hear a funny joke. You can laugh. You're allowed. You were born to laugh. It's built in. So all you need to do is practice. So here, let's practice. Okay, like meditation, you have to practice with your laughter because it's the best medicine. So everybody who's watching your mother right now, I want you to practice. This is how we do it. We say, ha. Everybody say, ha. Excellent. Now, you want to catch a wave of laughter, and that's where the medicine comes in. So if everybody could say, ha, 10 times fast, and then you'll catch the wave. Ready? Ha 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 You can practice 3 times a day. You'll feel better. You want to feel better?
Thank you so much, Sherry. Let's all twinkle her. I've got it on gallery view, so we can all twinkle her and ha, ha, ha. And it does sound like Fantuzzi got his sound going. So we're going to give it a try one more time. Thank you so much, Sherry. That was really, really fun. And here he is.
One song?
One song now, and then I'm going to bring you back for another song later.
Awesome. Bismillah, alhamdulillah, la ilaha illallah. There is no Lord but the Lord, and we are all one with the Lord. All blessings come on from Him. We are all one with the Lord. Ishkala mabudela, ishkala mabudela. God is love, lover and beloved. 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 Love like there's no end. 'Cause when you find out who you are, you're so beautiful, you're everything. You can find God inside your heart, and you can find God in everything. In everything. This is the first day, my friends, of the rest of your life. So come on, let's live it fully. Come on, let's live it right. Hug a tree, kiss a flower, give thanks to life for every hour. And to truly live, some part of us has got to die. From caterpillar to butterfly. Lie, la, 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 lie, 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 la, lie, 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 la, lie, 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 lie. Love you.
We love you, Fantuzzi. And actually, we're going to keep the spotlight on you for a moment because, and I'm actually going to have you do another song in a moment. But while everybody's looking at Fantuzzi, this beautiful brother has been serenading us for decades, immortalized on the cover of Newsweek magazine because he was there at Woodstock. And since Woodstock, he's been just letting us up for so long. How many times have we danced at various festivals all over the world with Fantuzzi? And our brother is facing a really serious health challenge. He's got Lyme's disease, and that's no joke. It's a tough one. So Jan is going to put into the chat box the link to his GoFundMe campaign. And we'd really like to ask everyone to please donate. Please be generous. And one of the things that we're going to do is anybody who donates more than $25 throughout this broadcast at different times, I'm going to give a shout out. I'll take a look at how things are going. And anybody who donates more than $25, we're going to give you a shout out for that. And thank you, Fantuzzi, for just being such an inspiration to us for so long. And we love you, brother. Let's also, just for a moment, all put our attention on him. And 3 times, maximum grace for Fantuzzi. Maximum grace for Fantuzzi. Maximum grace for Fantuzzi. And we would so love to hear another song right now.
Oh, I was in Cuba not so long ago, and I was living on the 24th floor right by the ocean, and this song came around, and it honors the Divine Mother in the form of the ocean and the rivers and the bay, San Francisco Bay, where I'm at right now, and the sea. So here's to you, Divine Mother. Ganga Maya Maya, 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 Goddess of the ocean, Goddess of the sea, Goddess of the lakes and rivers, Goddess inside of me, Goddess of the ocean, oh, Goddess of the sea, Goddess of the rivers, inside of you and me. Ganga Maya Maya, oh, Ganga Maya Maya, Ganga Maya Maya, Ganga Maya Maya, diosa de los ríos, diosa de los ríos, diosa de los lagos, adentro y al lado, diosa de mi alma, diosa de nuestro corazón, diosa de la música, del baile, diosa de esta canción. Que viva la diosa, long live the goddess. Ganga Maya Maya, call her by whatever you want. Ganga Maya Maya, it's the only thing that's real. Ganga Maya Maya, 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 Ganga Maya Maya.
Thank you so much, Fantuzzi. I love you so much, brother.
Thank you for your
And
service, brother. And family,
absolutely.
I love you. We'll be tuning in soon with some more of this.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We're going to hear a few more visions of what came up for people. Josie, I'm going to pop the spotlight on you and ask you, and just again, if people can try and keep their visions as short as possible, that'd be great. And Josie, we are putting the spotlight on you to hear your vision for our future.
Hi, Scott. Hi, everybody. Thank you. Well, what came through during the beautiful meditation, of course, is the oneness that everybody felt. And the raise the vibration from the third dimension to the fourth dimension. So the basically in this language that I use would be that we elevated from our old paradigm to the new paradigm. So everything that we try to do on a normal basis in a daily life will just bounce back at us if it's something that's not pure love and it's not coming from the divine. So again, everything is renewal, everything is rejuvenation and recreation right now. We are all one collective conscious, of course, we all know that. And we're in the new world. I've been speaking about this for the last 2 weeks randomly without knowing where this is coming from, even before the coronavirus. And then it started and I thought, wow, this is a cleanse. Every people I know that I'm so close to, they've had infections that have cleared up. They're clearing up during this time. I believe the coronavirus will clear up through this meditation with 1 million people. I could see it. I could feel the light energy of the cleanse of the planet, and the waters are cleaning. We're all just, it's not going to be the same anymore, but it'll be so beautiful because of those of us who are here right now. We know this message already. We know who we are, the light eternal beings who we are. So we're one with our eternalness, and I see it so clearly. And I'm so excited about it. Although my human self gets scared, of course, so I'm in fear a lot. But then I bounce back into my meditation and prayer, and then have the reminder that everything is absolutely perfect and beautiful as it should be. And I just want to share love and light, because I know all of this is such beautiful, beautiful divine light, and there'll be healing for Fantuzzi and his Lyme disease. All of this will be healed right now. And it is so.
Thank you very much, Josie. Absolutely. May it be so. I'm going to put it on somebody that I think all of us probably know, Michael Gosney, the spotlight's on you. You just froze as we did that. Michael, we can't hear you.
Hear me now? I'm sorry.
There we go.
Thank you so much. It's delightful to be here. Blessings to all. I'm going to speak for 1 minute about collective intention. Most of us have experienced how individual intention can impact our reality, but collective intention is the true power we have as a species to shape our shared reality. Our calling is to engage our collective intelligence of heart and mind to build deep collective wisdom, use our advanced tools to design a bio-inspired civilization, and engage in unprecedented forms of collaboration to do the great work of regeneration. Now is when we take charge of our living planet, not as despoilers, but as stewards. To reprogram our timeline the inside out, we will have to form a coherent vision of humanity's future. Make this coherent vision universal and intend by the billions to take this path of conscious evolution. When we answer the call by applying our dual superpowers of love and imagination, Mother Earth herself, as she always has, will support our collective intention. Thank you.
Thank you very, very much, Michael. Thank you. We're going to hear from, Twinkle Michael, and Twinkle everybody who's sharing. We're going to hear from one more person, and then we've got music with Lakshmi. This is my friend Lourdes, all the way from Florida. I know it's late East Coast time. Lourdes, what's your vision for the future?
My vision is that every time that a sperm and an egg unite, the two beings who collectively created this new being immediately have an amazing brilliance of light shining into them, no matter their background, no matter where they came from. And a huge community of light beings coming to support them so they can heal their ancestry, so they can heal their generational wounding, so that the children grow up with support, with love, with guidance, with only protection and only love and only a complete understanding of their divinity and an allowance, encouragement of their gifts to shine into the world so brightly that we are completely relieved of the type of work that we've all had to do for generations to come into our light, that the light just shine brilliantly on every pairing that creates every human being, and that we all join in community to raise the children of tomorrow.
Wow. Thank you so much, Lourdes. Absolutely. May it be so. May it be so. We're going to hear from a few more people a little bit later on, but it is now time for Lakshmi.
Hi. So I want to sing a little song that I feel it's one I wrote a long time ago that addresses a little bit of what I feel like this time is about, that we're in one aspect of it. It just feels like we've moved into a liminal field. Like the name of this song is called The Violet Hour. And I wrote it about times when I would be awake, when the night is passing the baton off to the day, and the light is just barely starting to return, and the skies look violet. And I call this time the betwixt the between. And it's kind of a sacred space. And even though that was a real time of the night, whenever we're doing sacred ceremonies or rituals, we're letting go of normal time and we're stepping, what we say, kind of like outside of time. And that's kind of what's happening, feels to me right now, like all of even though we're very busy, some of us, collectively, we've stepped outside of our normal time. And this kind of timeless space that we're in, it's a little bit like a crack in the world as we know it, a crack where the light gets in. And we can know ourselves in a different way. So it's a very creative field, even if it can be scary and so much unknown, there's so much creativity possible. So this is about that liminal space, the violet hour. We awake in the violet hour. All our sins are washed away, and we swim within the waters between the shores. And we remember the love that we came for. Linger in the breath that's freely given, dropping deep beneath the churning waves, cradled in our flesh and bones of life. We We swim within the ever-waking light. Always, 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 always. I'll meet you in the violet hour. The space betwixt between, where it's not quite morning, not quite night, and we're not quite human, not quite pure light.
Oh, thank you so much, Lakshmi. It's just so beautiful. We're going to actually hear from just a couple more people sharing visions, and then we're going to have another Lakshmi song. We've been trying to get Danyan Brinkley to join us, and Danyan's been having a challenge getting online, so that's what's happening there. So that's it. We haven't heard from a couple of people that are going to share visions. And so if Richard Van Donk and Kenny Kaufmann want to do it soon, please turn on your camera. Jan Robinson, I'm going to put the spotlight on you. And I see that Satyan Raj's wife, Suzanne, is there. So if Suzanne wants to share her vision after Jan, that'd be awesome. Right now, I'm putting the spotlight on you, Jan.
Hello, dear friends. In the vision for this new earth that I carry in my heart, we have emerged into the peace and partnership paradigm. It's a return to oneness. For the first time in the history of humanity, no longer does one gender dominate over the other. The exalted feminine and exalted masculine join together in a thrilling dance of co-creative synergy. And through our ecstatic divine union, we're no longer just making babies. We are giving birth to this luminous new world together. We regularly experience awakening to love through intimacy, enlightened partnership as women and men, Kundalini rising that transforms our bodies into the new human species of Homo Illuminus, and mystical sexual love that evolves the universe itself. Most people think about enlightenment as happening just in the individual. There is now a new path available that comes through the union of man and woman when we put our bodies, hearts, minds, and souls together. And we emerge into a new kind of enlightenment.
Thank you so much, Jan. Thank you. You know, just honoring couples. Of course, we've had the blessing to see Star and Matthias, but here's an amazing couple. We already heard from Satyan, but behind every great man is an especially great woman. And Suzanne, One of the things that I love about your relationship is just the balance, the equality of it. So, Suzanne, what's your vision for our new world?
Oh, thank you for asking me. I really hope that now we run up to each other in the supermarkets, in the streets. Everybody knows everyone in the neighborhood, that we just break loose, we run, we hug each other, we connect with each other, we know everyone's name, and that it's been such a time that we've been sent to our rooms, really, that when we get free, when we release, it's just everyone is truly family. It's not just a talking about it. It's that everyone is a brother and sister. Everyone is your mother, father, your grandmother, your grandfather. Really, we are one world together, and we are rising together. We love each other, and we show it. We demonstrate it, and we don't hold back. 1,000% love for everybody, linking arms, bodies, and hearts. That's what I want.
Wow, thank you so much. That was beautiful. Yes, a big, big yes. I hope I pronounced your name properly. Ming Tong Gu, I'm so glad to have you with us, and I put the spotlight on you.
Thank you. Thank you. So much wisdom, so much love, so much joy and celebration. So blessing to all, blessing to humanity, blessing to the Mother Earth. And I just want to offer a prayer for purification. And so together we're connecting with the pure energy, pure love, pure vision in our heart. Om Banza Zadu Zamaya Manu Benaya Banza Zadu Dino Bandida Zazo Membawa Sudugayo Membawa Nugadu Membawa Zawa Zadi Membalaya Zawa Gama Zadami Zada Jiang Glom Om Bengawa Zawada Zagada Midayo Mama Manda Banda Bawama Zamaya Zadu. Pure energy, pure essence, pure wisdom, pure love, pure compassion, pure vibration, flowing deeper and deeper in all humanity, in all sentient beings, in all formed, formless, individual, collective, and the universal. Naturally purify in this time of purification. Naturally heal all the history, all the wound, all the fear, all the conflict, all the separation. Naturally transform to a highest vision of pure collective consciousness, awakening consciousness, awakening humanity, awakening vision on the planet Earth for all life. So be it. Thank you.
So be it. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm putting the spotlight back on our beloved brother Fantuzzi, because as I promised, don't play a song yet, Fantuzzi. I want to acknowledge all the many people that have been donating to you in the last 20 minutes.
Awesome. Thank you.
I want to acknowledge, I'm going to read off, you've gotten like 40 donations.
Wow.
So I want to thank Corinne Schnellbach, Liana Lovejoy, Marcy Scheimoff, very generous, thank you. There's this person named Anonymous who keeps donating over and over and over. He's very generous. Leah Zahner, Kenny Kaufmann, Patrick Cox, Richard Diamond, Shariah, Natalie Wood. Wow, Natalie Wood is still with us. Celeste, Candace, that guy Anonymous keeps coming back over and over. Anthony Renee and Laura Dasher. Thank you all so much for donating. And please continue to keep those donations coming in. I see Kahil, your son, just posted. And so we're going to keep that coming on. We'll come back and take a visit with Fantuzzi in a little bit. And we're going to go to Lakshmi now for another song.
He's off to someone else. Oh, I thought he was did.
Okay. Just making sure I'm unmuted.
We hear you well.
I wish Fantuzzi was here to help me. I wish we could figure out how to, the musicians could figure out how to play together from their homes yet, but the signals, the internet signals can't handle it yet. This is an old favorite of our singing circles, singing at the fires, in the redwoods, looking up at the stars, after maybe having swim in the fresh creeks and rivers that day. Shout out to Ja Levi. This is also a sing-along, so please, please sing in your homes, maybe having your hands over your heart. Let the way of the heart, let the way of the heart, let the way of the heart shine through. Let the way of the heart, let the way of the heart, let the way of the heart shine through. Love upon love upon love. All hearts are beating as one. Light upon light upon light, shining as bright as the sun. Let the way of the heart, let the way of the heart, let the way of the heart shine through. Let the way of the heart, let the way of the heart, let the way of the heart shine through. Love upon love upon love. All hearts are beating as one. Light upon light upon light, shining as bright as the sun. Love upon love upon love. All hearts are beating as one. Light upon light upon light, all disappear into one. Om Bhurбhuva Swaha Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Om Bhurбhuva Swaha Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Let the way of the heart, let the way of the heart, let the way of the heart shine through. And a shout out to Karnamrita Dasi, who put the Gayatri mantra to that song too. It's a family song. Thank you.
That's all Twinkle Lakshmi. Thank you so much, Lakshmi, for sharing your beautiful musical gifts with us. Thank you. Good to hear from a couple more people left to share their visions. And the first person I'm going to introduce is Kenny Kaufmann. You all know him as the creator of the Conscious Life Expo. And we're going to be collaborating with Kenny in 3 weeks. Hey, Kenny.
Thank you, Scott. We got the wrong name. That was the Conscious Life Expo's LA. This is New Living Expo.
New Living Expo.
We'll get it right.
I will get it right after. It's only been 30 years.
Yeah.
Hey, Kenny, welcome aboard. Glad to have you with us.
Thank you. I mean, what the Earth has done in the last, 6 months with the fires, the floods, and everything, and then everything is, what it takes for us to stop doing life the way we know it and to slow down and just look at this as a huge opportunity to go inside and do some deep soul searching and really get in touch with how you feel inside and how your relationships are with yourself more than anything. Really to see what you can do to what your life's about. Just give you a great reflection time. And I just feel that the Earth needed to have this at this time. Obviously, this is why it's happening. And we just need to go with it and like kind of a river, just flow with it out. It's coming in, it's going to go out just like it will. And we're just in the middle of it, that's all. And we're just going to ride the tide, as I say. And that's why I have the screen with the ocean behind, because that's where I'd rather be right now, right? So, words of wisdom are just, don't believe everything you hear and just keep as much positive attitude, because you are what you think. And as positive as we can think about this, we're going to all feel so much better inside, and we can give from love. And that's the best place we can be from, is come from love and be good and full of it. And that's my one takeaway so far from this. Who knows what will happen in the future, but I want to come back and revisit this and add some speakers here and there to this whole mix of great things that you guys are doing. So I really commend you on putting this together with 20, 25 people coming on and talking. It's fantastic, and we need it so much right now. So thank you, Scott and Deborah, for hosting. It's great. Thank you. Maybe anybody can talk if they need to, and go ahead.
Scott, it looks like you're muted, brother.
Thank you very much for that. And I was just telling people to make sure you mute yourselves, but we also have to unmute at the key moments. So we're going to hear from a couple more visionaries. We're going to hear from Karen, and we're going to hear from, there's one more person that I haven't called on yet. And then we're going to hear from Swami Beyondananda. So, but I want to turn it over to Karen Palmer, who is a wonderful visionary and is also doing a very special project. Karen, the spotlight's on you.
What an honor, what an absolute honor it is to be with all of you. I just want to say I'm so, so, so grateful to this Happy 444. I am the founder of Global Kindness Going Viral and the Puppy Love Revolution. I go into the schools and I teach environmental education, animal advocacy, kindness, compassion, and peace education. I am also the director of media for the Peace on Earth Games. And you can go to peace2030.earth. And if you want to play this game, we are focusing on helping people believe that peace is possible and that we will play a game that will encourage 40 million people to believe that peace is possible, tipping the scales into our favor so that we can actually love this dream into our new reality. So I'm so honored to be here. And I just want to say one little thing. It's growing and growing the more we speak. Kindness, compassion, it's at its peak. I challenge you, you challenge me. We are one global family. There's unity in all we seek. So spread this wide. Find a way, do something kind every day. We are awakening to the kindness revolution. Enjoy the ride.
How beautiful. Thank you, Karen. Thank you for that really wonderful, wonderful energy. All right. I want to hear from my partner who helps me so much with Love Coach Academy, Debbie Garcia, who's also the founder of Spirituality Gone Wild, which is an amazing platform in which many of us have been able to offer our gifts and our services. Debbie, the spotlight is on you.
Hi, hello. I'm so grateful to be here, and apparently I'm yellow. I don't know why I'm yellow. What a gratitude moment. Thank you, Karen, so much, and thank you to everybody here tonight. You know, gratitude is my hope for everyone. My hope for everyone is that they can step into their beingness of gratitude. As we step into this energy of one love, of joy, compassion, kindness, blissfulness, encouraging each other to remember who we truly are and why we're here, to empower one another to our greatness. That is my wish and hope for this world, that I can pass that on to my granddaughter, and she can pass it on to her children, and that all of you can pass it on to your children and to all of the children out there. We are the way showers to the next generation, and I am grateful to be here with all of you. And a special shout out to Karen and Josie. I love you both so very much. My co-founders of Spirituality Gone Wild, and to Scott Katamas, Master Love Coach Academy, who is truly my shining friend and glorious partner in friendship and love. And I'm just grateful to be here. I love all of you so much.
Thank you very, very much, Debbie. Well, we have all this beautiful music and visions, but we are especially blessed to have with us the one and only Swami Beyondananda, who always has something quite extraordinary to share. Oh, there he went. We had him. You're muted, so let me see if I can unmute you. Okay, try again.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Sure can.
Okay, very good. Hello, everybody. It is such a wonderful thing to be here with so many heavy-duty light workers, all gathered around in one place at one time with one purpose: to heal the body politic and the world. With all of this light energy, not only will you be able to heal souls, but I bet you'll be able to re-soul heals. Now we're here in this very interesting time, a time of retreat and a time of advance. We are able to use our retreat to advance, because for the first time, all of humanity is facing the same issue at the same time. We've spent so much time in tug of war, now we have a tug of peace where we're all pulling together in the same direction. Now, this is a great turning, a great time, a changing of the ages, you know? And it's been said that there is the dawning of the age of Aquarius. Well, guess what? We are still not quite done with the earlier age. We are experiencing the dusk of the age of Nefarious. You know the song? When the goon moves into Lincoln's house and Stupider aligns with Mars. Okay, well, we've had that. And now we are making the transition to a new phase and a new time. And we are recognizing that what we are experiencing right now is humanity's balloon karma payment. It's all happening at once. This is what is going on in this process. And this is the time where we are asking the question, is this the hand of God at work or just the middle finger? Well, I think we know the answer to that. This is a whole body of God and the whole body of all of us coming together finally to heal the planet Earth. It's very important. And to do that, to make the shift from Nefarious to Aquarius, we have to let the sun shine. Let the light of love, the light of laughter shine in on all the undarkened corridors of power. Laughter is very, very powerful during these times, yes, because it helps us move from the static of the head to the ecstatic of the heart. Because the more we expand our hearts, the less we will need to shrink our heads. It's very, very important. And I have been so happy to hear so many people telling their visions, because so many of us are stuck in the little screen or the big screen in fear. And we have to recognize that the mainstream media is a brainwashing machine stuck on spin. Only one major news network telling the truth about what they're broadcasting, CBS. Well, what if you don't want a CBS? If you don't want a CBS, if you don't like the current programming, turn off your TV and tell a vision instead, like so many of you have been telling. So I will tell my vision. My vision, I call it non-judgment day. Non-judgment day. On non-judgment day, everybody will win beauty contests. On non-judgment day, all of the lawyers will disappear because our trials will be over. On non-judgment day, all of the nations at the United Nations will begin their sessions with the hokey pokey. Now imagine, the Israelis and the Palestinians, they put their whole selves in. That is commitment. They pull their whole selves out. That is detachment. They turn themselves around. That is transformation. And that's what it's all about. And so if we want transformation on this planet, the simple thing is to let the light of laughter lift us up. The gravity of the world is pulling us down. Let levity lift us up. And so I would like for all of you to take a vow of levity for these serious times. Because as we cosmic comic consciousness people say, the paradox is the world is in serious condition, but there's definitely something funny going on. Okay, so vow of levity. Ready? All those wishing to take a vow of levity, please rise. Repeat after me. All for fun.
All for fun.
And fun for all. There you have it. And now the prayer, the universal prayer, may all beings be happy. And I am happy being a happy being. Namaste and namasko. Goodbye.
Thank you so much, Swami. Thank you very, very, very much. It was awesome. I want to share a brief offering for people to be aware of, and then we're going to hear from Deborah and Celestine, and then we're going to wrap it up with a set from Star and Matthias. But wanted to let everyone know that there's a wonderful online service taking place 7 days a week. It's every morning at 9 o'clock in the morning and 6 o'clock in the evening Pacific time. It's put on by my company, Love Coach Academy. It's a free online service where we provide empathy and relationship skills and tools. So if you're interested in knowing more about that, you can private message me and we'll pop you on our email list. And it's a really good place for a lot of people that are coming forward because it's a challenging time right now. And relationship skills are really needed. So I've got about a dozen certified love coaches that take turns offering empathy, teaching skills, teaching tools. So you're all welcome to join us. Again, it's all free every day, 9 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock in the evening, Pacific time. And I am now going to turn it over to my partner, Deborah.
Beloved Soul Tribe, I want to speak about Soul Tribe. It is from deep in my heart that I share this transmission now with you. So along with the hardship and the challenges that we are going through in this collective humanity, I do believe this is part of the mass awakening. And I believe everyone on this call is part of a large soul tribe. And we actually chose to incarnate at this time together during this magical time of the accelerated awakening. And it's our destiny to come together like this, know each other, love each other, collaborate together, and work together on our common missions. So I want to invite you, especially at this critical time, to really reach out to your soul family and soul tribe, because there's a lot of people that are in fear, in loss, maybe even bored. And when you reach out to them and say, I love you, how are you doing? It really makes a big difference. And it also grows your bond together because we're sharing this incredible time together and acknowledging each other. So really take the time to reach out to your family, your friends, your soul tribe, and check in. And also vision what you want to create together as this all releases and we come into a new world. And remember that love is the bottom line.
Let's all twinkle Deborah, who has done so much to make this happen. We've had about over 400 people came into the webinar room. Probably about that many have been watching on all the different watch parties, Facebook Live. And so much of that is because of Deborah Giusti, founder of the Harmony Festival, ran it for 35 years. And here we are, we've got kind of an online Harmony Festival that's begun here.
That's what it feels like to me, totally.
It's very exciting. And again, we are going to be coming every Saturday night, at least during this kind of coronavirus time when we need to be digital, collaborating more and more. Like you heard us say, we'll be collaborating with Kenny Kaufmann and other wonderful people with you. One last thing after we hear from Celestine and then Star Matthias, you're going to close this out with some music. And then we're going to open it up. So any participants, and there's still about 250 people who are in the webinar room, if you want to come on as panelists, you got to let me know and I'll start promoting you to panelists, but it's going to take a minute for me to do that. We can have kind of final chat with each other. Celestine, I believe you have a transmission to share.
Am I still up there as a panelist?
So I just want to honor each and every one of you. You are the children of the lion. You came in with the fierceness of your hearts and the truth to walk the way. It has been an honor to walk with each and every one of you on this earth. And in this turning of the moment, we are turning the wheel of time and setting the course for all of humanity. You are the awakened hope for humanity. And my love is with you in total support. Create a symbol to anchor this moment. Hold it in your heart and walk with it. It is your medicine that you put in the gree-gree bag. I see for this earth the envision of clear, radiant awakening. That we no longer choose to have leaders who do not have evolved consciousness, who would take us over the cliff and take everything with it. Let it stop in this moment, and may all the sacred leaders who are here today, you know your voice, the clarion call is calling you forth, and the world is listening. The time of you are the woo-woos is over. You are the leaders of the world. I bless you in the highest light, in the highest galactic Earth Council, the radiance of the Creator is blessing us all with the energy to envision and manifest, not just manifest. So in joy and laughter, may the children sing free. May we see them dancing in fresh waters to swim and to climb the mountains. May the dolphins be safe and all the fish in the sea. May all the two-leggeds and the four-leggeds, all the insects, everyone weave together in harmony in one place, in the unified mind of truth. I say, aho, om ahum, vajra gudu padme siddhi.
Oh, thank you so much, Celestine. Thank you so much.
I love you all.
Wow. All right. Thank you, everybody, for your visions, for your dynamic energy. And now let's get into some beautiful music. Thank you, Istar and Matthias, for starting us and concluding us. So I give you Istar and Matthias.
Thank you, everybody. What a beautiful evening. We're so honored to share this time with everybody. And just keep the faith out there. We'll get through this, and it's beautiful to see all the sharing that's happening online. So much beautiful creative stuff coming out from people online, sharing. We're all connected in this world, and whether we're online or not. So, yeah.
So a little bit about this next song. It's titled "Help is on the Way," and I would like to send this song to all of you who look around you in this moment, or people who look around them in this moment, and they say, well, but the new earth is not here right now. Like, I'm trying to imagine it, I'm trying to envision it into being, but it's not here. What am I to do? Well, we can all imagine, or more than imagine, know that help is on the way. And help is especially on the way when we ask for it. So let's remember how important it is to ask help in whatever way that you ask help. If it's prayer, if it's meditation, if you invoke your angels, your guides, light beings, extraterrestrials, whoever you believe in, really ask for help, because help is on the way if you ask. So
help is here now.
help is on the way. Find that all the things you tried so hard to get come easy when the time is right. One day you'll find that all the fruits you tried so hard to reach fall easy to your feet when right. Find salt and love you found within is now reflected from under every stone you turn. For help is on the way. For help is already on the way. For help is on the way. For help is already on the way. One day you'll find that all the seeds you planted in the soil start growing when the rain hits the ground. The rain will fill the streams that washes all the tears away from the being of radiance you've become. For help is on the way. For help is already on the way. For help is on the way. For help is already on the way. The wind has seen it over on the other side of the mountain range, in the heart of the forest, growing in the dark of the night. She comes to paint visions of the healing path and mending of the aching heart, and truth of the hidden mystery, eventually to set you free. The wind has seen it over on the other side of the mountain range, in the heart of the forest, growing in the dark of the night. She comes to paint visions of the healing path and mending of the aching heart, and the truth of the hidden mystery, eventually to set you free. For help is on the way. For help is already on the way. For help is on the way. For help is already on the way. The wind has seen it over on the other side of the mountain range, in the heart of the forest, growing in the dark of night. She comes to paint visions of the healing path and mending of the aching heart, and the truth of the hidden mystery, eventually to set you free. The wind has seen it over on the other side of the mountain range, in the heart of the forest, growing in the dark of the night. She comes to paint visions of the healing path and mending of the aching heart, and the truth of the hidden mystery, eventually to set you free. is already on the way. For help is on the way. For help is already on the way.
Wow. Just so beautiful. One more?
One more.
All right, beautiful. We love to.
Thank you.
Under a coat of crystalline woven shield, breathing and sighing through her forest so green, in her womb so deep, she feels the pressure of time. She's getting prepared for her final countdown. Ascension's begun. Move out of the way, change is coming. Move out of the way. Move out of the way. Earth is giving birth to her golden age. Birth to her golden age. Feel her pulse rising as your feet touch her skin. A wave of desire as she's perspiring. Nothing can be the same. Usher in the new self, renewed and reborn. A joy never felt ever before. Move out of the way, change is coming. Move out of the way. Move out of the way. Earth is giving birth to her golden age. Birth to her golden age. dancing around her, a grid of protecting shield. Nothing can be the same. Usher in the new self, renewed and reborn, a joy never felt ever before. Move out of the way, change is coming. Move out of the way. Move out of the way. Earth is giving birth to her golden age. Birth to her golden age. Birth to her golden age.
Wow.
Thank you very much. It's a joy to be part of this beautiful gathering of luminous beings.
It just sounds so beautiful. Thank you so much. Thank you. I've invited some of our friends to come and say hello, and we'll do that in a moment. We're going to kind of wrap up. But if any of our significant panelists have anything that they want to say, that they have a burning share, now would be the time. And otherwise, I'm going to turn over to my partner, Deborah, to kind of officially close this, and then we'll hang out, and anybody who wants to chat a little bit can chat. But turning over to Deborah.
Well, I want to thank everyone, and especially just then Eostar and Matthias, because I'm sure a lot of you know Eostar wasn't singing for a while. And so it's so beautiful to hear you two singing together. It really brings tears to my soul and my eyes. So it was just amazing. So thank you so much. And thank you to everyone who jumped at the chance when we put out the invitation to co-create this. Because really, Scott and I, just like things happen, we're just making it up. We're tuning into the field of what community wants, what community needs, what community wants to share, and we're just coming up with ideas and inviting this all. So we're actually going to continue this up through the lockdown. That's our plan. And we're going to invite in groups and collaborators and keep co-creating and growing this. So we invite your participation, your ideas, because again, we're making it up. We're going to keep growing what we do and tune into spirit and see what we need and grow from there. So if you have some ideas or you want to do something, you can email me at deborahrecommends.com. You can email me through the contact, or if you get my emails, you can email back and share it, because we'd love to grow this as a place where you could come for Saturday Night Live for the Global Peace Tribe, because that's who we are. We're a soul tribe, and we love to be in harmony and peace. And this is what we do. We share music, we share our hearts, we share wisdom, we share fun and humor. We're all of it. We're the full spectrum. So we really invite you to share this and come and join us and be with us. And it's actually the same link, so you can have your friends register at the same link, and it will be continuing on, hopefully through the lockdown, which hopefully won't be too much longer. But what else do you got to do on a Saturday night but be with your family and friends? So here we are.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's been really amazing having just all the people. We've got people who were watching from India and Asia, Europe, truly all over the world. I want to say a quick hello. I see that Lori Grace is with Fantuzzi. And I want to acknowledge Lori, who has helped to raise a lot of money for Fantuzzi. And she also provided a lot of support for Trevor when we were focusing on Trevor. So Lori, what's your vision for the future?
combining inspiration and prayer and carefully planned action to create a different president.
That was a good one.
So just to be clear, president as opposed to precedent, right? It's just
No, a new president.
okay. Well, thank you, Laura. Thanks for everything you do
You're
to build
welcome.
community for us. We love you very much.
Oh, thank you.
All right. Well, that's kind of the official end of our program. And I want to kind of open it up. I just want to ask if people want to share, to try and keep it brief. And maybe raise your hand and I'll kind of call on people so it's not a madhouse. So if somebody has something they want to share, Evelina Rose. I'm going to go with Evelina because she's all the way in Asheville, North Carolina. So thank you, Evelina. It's got to be close to 1 o'clock in the morning there.
Can we just cut in real quick and say hi, those of us who are leaving? A few of us, I think Eostar and Matthias. I don't know if they're saying goodbye or if they're saying hello to.
Okay.
I want to say hello to Eostar and Matthias.
We're saying hello.
I'm so very
Lovely.
sorry.
Lovely to be with you all tonight. I had finally thought, well, I'm not going to be on camera. I'll go get ready for bed. Just get in my royal robe. And I feel we're in an imaginal time. We're like the caterpillar that we got to go inside and get still because the new us is percolating inside. And I feel that, we think about this as the Great Awakening for all the people who are still awakening, but I think all of us are awakening to a new level too. And to just really, even though I feel really called to be on the internet and put a lot of things out for people, to also take that time to go inside and germinate and let the new you evolve, because all the wisdom is in those imaginal cells. It has its own way of taking us where we need to be. And I love you all so much. It's great to be here tonight.
We love you too, Evelina. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So again, if somebody wants to speak or share, raise your hand so I can kind of see who to call on. Fantuzzi. All right, brother, you're up.
Me with this Lyme business, and I've been getting lots of wonderful therapies that are working. And I wanted to share that with you, first of all. And how moving it's been for me to get back to the source by having not so many places to go. And I want to continue in this connection. So Facebook Live Wednesday, same time, 7 o'clock. We'll hope to see you guys because we're going to continue. I have Ed with me here and Steve with me here, and we have an opportunity to continue. Let us continue, please. Let's not let go of this vibration that we're supporting, of being here for each other and being here for a new, more wonderful us. And blessings to those who are suffering now, and healing to those who are suffering, and some who have died, and ones who have close people to those folks. For us lucky ones at this moment, we're just using this time to become better versions of ourselves. And I say, let's not give that up and go ever back to the way it was.
Thank you so much, beloved brother Fantuzzi. Thank you, thank you. And I want to thank the people that have continued to support Fantuzzi tonight. Anadea Judith, Nathan Crane, Ed Lance have all just donated in the last few minutes. So thank you, everybody, for that. Sure do appreciate it. We love our brother Fantuzzi. Celestine.
So I just want to say that I love knowing that our community I love knowing that our community can come together and show up for each other. And just offering to you, Fantuzzi, it just warms my heart. And to know that you're getting the treatment that you need and the funds are there. And I want to also extend it a little bit further because I know personally people around me that are now having trouble to pay their rent or keep going. And I don't know if we can maybe start a community fund, GoFundMe, where people can put money in and perhaps those who are in drastic need can then be helped as well. So I just wanted to put that on the table. It's a beautiful basket. We have a beautiful community and, you know, helping those that are close to us, you know, just really tuning into that. So I just wanted to say thank you all. It's been an honor.
Thank you very much, Celestine. Yeah, we'll explore that as an option. Who else would like to share? I'm looking for any other hands out there that else want to share before we conclude. Alan and Son, and then Deborah Haviland. My dear friends, Alan and Son, and not only is it Alan and Son, but it's Dr. and Mrs. Future. So the spotlight's on you. But you got to unmute yourself. We're not hearing you.
Are we there yet?
Yeah, now we hear you.
Oh, good. All right. Great to see so many wonderful friends having a fun time Saturday night here. We're so blessed to have such a great community, and what a great show you're helping to bring together, Scott and Deborah. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for this reminder that we're living in a present time of opportunity and tenderheartedness, and thank you for elevating all of us to more and more light. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Really appreciate everything you're doing.
Yes, and I think you're helping to spark off the community as a whole. And we see some shows coming out from our neck of the woods, and perhaps a little collaboration in the future would be fun.
And when can we hear Dr. Future? Is Dr. Future still on? Is it Tuesdays?
Yes. What we're doing is, since we've all been sequestered like we are these days, talk radio has become another channel for us to express our thoughts and feelings about the virus. And we normally talk to drive time traffic, but there's no traffic now. So most of our audience are at home. We're on AM, FM radio and on the internet live on Tuesdays at 2 to 4. And naturally, we've been talking about the virus and all things related of late, because that's what the folks want to talk about. And we try to look at it from all points of view. We've tracked it from mainstream media to all the conspiracy theories and what's real and what's not. We try to separate things out and really look at what's real with this from our inimitable.
Great. Well, thank you. I've always enjoyed Dr. and Mrs. Future. Love you guys.
All preparation for grace.
Yeah.
We're walking in grace.
Yeah, remember the perfection of it all. Thanks for reminding us that even in the midst of this what's seeming disaster, there's perfection to it that's changing, actually improving normality. I think we can see it, which is like shifting the moment in a good way. I think the virus is doing more things for us than we could ever have done by ourselves. And to see it as part of the Mother Gaia in action is, I think, a healthy way to look at it.
Okay. Thank you very much, Alan and Son, Dr. and Mrs. Future. Thank you. Deborah Haviland has a prayer to share with us, I believe.
Wow. And I just want to say it is amazing to see all these friends, so many friends. And oh my gosh, I think Alan Lundell and Christy Michaels and Fantuzzi, we all knew each other in Santa Cruz way back then. Way back. So I was just thinking, we're all sharing our love in such unique ways. And for me, I've led retreats for years, all about the art of retreat and adventure retreats in paradise. So here we all are on, retreat. We are, but retreat, universal retreat. So I'm just gonna say a prayer that my mother and grandmother loved and that I have always used. the prayer of St. Francis of Assisi. Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. Where there is hatred, let me sow love. Where there is injury, pardon. Where there is doubt, faith. Where there is despair, hope. Where there is darkness, light. And where there is sadness, joy. O divine masters, grant me that I may not so much seek to be consoled as to console, to be understood as to understand, to be loved as to love. For it is in pardoning that we are pardoned, and it is in dying that we are born to eternal life. And I think we all realize that dying is letting the ego go, letting the illusions go, and letting the beauty of our divine souls shine forth in our enlightened states. Now, this is our time, and we are bringing it in. Namaste.
Thank you so much, Deborah. Thank you for that beautiful, beautiful prayer. Thank you. Namaste. Anyone else wish to share? Yes, Star. I want to say, Star, I felt like Deborah did. It's so beautiful to hear your voice again, and knowing the journey you went through, and may the journey you went through be the microcosm that represents what our planet's going through, where you didn't know, and here you are singing as beautiful as ever, if not more, radiant. So it's such a joy. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Well, what comes up for me for sharing is I would like to talk about shadow work, because as people who are on the spiritual path, we often talk about how we create our reality, how we project our reality to this 36-degree hologram around us. And it's kind of a commonplace almost to say, well, you create your reality. And I actually believe that. So for those of us who believe in this, it's a good question. It's a good opportunity to look deeper into why we are creating this, not with any idea of blame or shame, but just soul searching. And so this is a really amazing opportunity for shadow work for all of us to ask ourselves what fears come up through these times, and perhaps when was the first time we ever felt this fear, this uncertainty, this doubt, this total horror of our existence being shaken up. And as last year, as most of you know, I had cancer, so I had to go through a lot of that soul searching, a lot of this type of shadow work to understand why I was creating what I was creating. And now there's the virus, right? So even if it's also collective, but it's also individual. So I would just like to encourage everyone, including myself, to use this opportunity to do more shadow work and do more soul searching into what is moving inside of me when I look around and I see this virus threatening our very existence. So that's what I wanted to share. Thank you for listening.
What a perfect person to share that after what you've gone through. Thank you, Star. Thank you. So good to hear your voice again. And to hear your sharing about the journey that you went through. And it's true, now is a time for us to really, with all the distractions taken away from us, now is the time for us to really look at our relationship to self, our relationship to source, our relationship to each other, our relationship to life. That is what this is all about at this time. So thank you. Who else would like to share before we close out for the night? And you know what's amazing? There's still 150 people in the webinar room watching, and hundreds of people still watching on Facebook. So just kind of pretty cool how many people are enjoying watching the community come together in this way.
Yeah, I'd like to share something.
Okay.
Christy. It's Christy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you didn't have your camera on, so.
Yeah,
okay.
sorry. I'm already in bed, so not ready to be on plain view. But I just want to thank you, Scott and Deborah, from the bottom of my heart, because you both of you are like pillars in the community. You're anchors in rallying the community and bringing the community together. And we're in the first rows of this humanitarian crisis. And like Lori said, we need a new precedent for real. And I think this is his environmental control policy. Like, he's really an environmentalist, but he's working on eliminating population. So take the population problem away. But what I want to give a shout out is to how important more than ever it's going to be for all of us to come together in things like this, not only to lift our spirits and keep our hearts open, but also to find out how we're doing. Because as this unfolds, we don't know how it's going to unfold, but we each all have things to share, things to give, things to join and help someone else out with. And we're going to get really creative on how we can help each other and be there for each other. So it's really critical and important that we keep doing these really fun, heart opening types of connected things. So thank you, Scott and Deborah, for putting this together.
Our pleasure. And I just want to acknowledge you've got an Easter Sunday event coming up a week from tomorrow night,
Yes.
April 12th. You've got, and it's also going to be available online.
Yes.
I know, because I'm producing or hosting it.
Right.
Yeah. So how do people find out about that, Christy? How can people register for your Easter Sunday night event?
They can go to my website, which is gospelofmarymagdalene.info. We also have a Facebook event page on the Way of Mary group, and it's listed there as well. So yeah, it's going to be a kind of more of a deep sacred honoring of the emerging of the divine feminine, and bringing that energy, keep bringing that energy forward. And of course, she was an equal partner with the greatest healer of all that we've ever seen on this planet, but she's not been acknowledged as much for her part in the duality of the oneness of the two of them working together. So we have some amazing community healers that will be coming on, and we're going to be doing a love transmission, sending out love to humanity. So it should be really powerful. Christine Tullis is doing the harp and singing her beautiful songs, and so it'll be a great event.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
That's next Sunday night, a week from tomorrow night at 6:30 p.m.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Okay.
Christy, I'd love to post about that. I always
Yeah.
wanted to go to her events about the
Yeah,
man.
yeah, you can go now. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's also up on my Facebook page, Christy Michaels.
Awesome. I'll be sure to post about that. Hey, Scott, before we go, I wanted to say hello to the tribe down here in sunny San Diego. I miss a lot of you, and hearing Lakshmi and Istar and Matthias, and it just brought back so many great memories, obviously of the river trips, but also up at Harbin, Bhakti gatherings. I want to thank the universe really for all of us being here together, these wonderful souls of Scott and Deborah and the whole group that came together at this one moment of time, and how together it is the moment we've been waiting for, sadly, through this virus, but no more fear is what I'm getting at. Fearlessness. This is the time. Anything that's coming up, and Star, I'm really glad you talked about the shadow, because about a week ago, I woke up and had all these just terrible thoughts. Everything was bad, right? And I started writing them down, the samskaras, the habit thoughts. And at about number 16, I said, that's it. That's enough of that. Do you know what I mean? And I Googled how to deal with samskaras. And up came all these great articles on that. So it was just like, put that aside. There's no more time for that. Do you know what I mean? Now is the moment. And we're all here. We're all ready to go. So I'll close by saying thank you to everyone. I want to bring in, of course, the spirit of my dear friend Gail, my mentor, Gail Ortier, but all of the wonderful people of our tribe who've passed on and are really channeling in their great energy too to all of us to remember the greatness that's in all of us. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Leah. And yeah, let's take just a minute to think about our beloveds on the other side. You know, so many of our family, of our great community that are no longer in body, but are absolutely helping to guide us. Of course, I especially feel connected to my beloved Suchi, who passed away almost 9 years ago now. Suchi, Gail, Robert Fry, on and on and on. So many beloveds that are with us in spirit and probably guiding us and helping us and whispering into our ears. So we give thanks to that. I see Kathleen Gildred is here, so I want to acknowledge William Golden, certainly a significant community leader that's no longer in body. And hello, Kathleen, my beautiful soul sister.
Yeah, I'd love to say a word.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm going to put the spotlight on you.
Hi, Scott. Hi, everybody. It's so good to see so many dear friends. Really wonderful watching all of you. Hi. Yeah, William, oh my God, has been so with me. I just feel his presence. I'm sure, Scott, you feel the same thing with Suchi. I feel his presence all the time. He's still my rock of Gibraltar. And I learned so much from him that has been so sustaining for me during this time. He used to say, what is sacred? And this has felt like a sacred time for me. I feel totally changed by this time. And I think many of us probably feel the same way and probably will be changed from it. I always used to run around all the time. I have just, like everyone else, stayed put and loving it. Just feeling so much love from within, love from the universe. And as I walk around my community and I see neighbors, there's a feeling like we're all in this together. There's a feeling of connection that I feel with everybody. I mean, and in a way, it's like the whole world because we're all in this together. And so I feel that there is a connection that will come out of this, of all of us, and a new way of being in the world, of slowing down, of being with ourselves, of coming from within, that changes us and changes our relationship to other people. And so I've been very grateful for this time. I know, this is my kitty meowing. I know some people have expressed fear, and that's another thing I learned from William about the very, very peaceful way in which he passed on, which was a real initiation for all of us. He used to say, there's a classic phrase, a hero dies 1,000 deaths, a hero dies but one. And just being with what is, I actually had 2 initiations of being okay with death. One was William's, and the other was, for those of you who were in Maui a couple of years ago in January, that great ballistic missile attack that was imminent, where we all felt we possibly had a half hour to live. That was the most amazing initiation I've ever had in learning to be okay with the possibility that I might leave the physical plane imminently. And so there's something to be said from the peace that we develop, from being okay with that ultimate letting go, which creates a real safety within, knowing that even that I'm okay with. So I just want to send my love to all of you. Wonderful to see you, wonderful to share this time with you, and just wishing you all good health and joy and safety during this time.
Thank you, Kathleen. It's beautiful to hear you, and thank you for all you've done to build community. I want to put the spotlight on Michael Gosney for a moment, because Michael, I know you've got an event coming up, and I'd love for you to tell us about it.
Thank you, Scott, and thank you, Scott and Deborah, for
catalyzing this co-creation and all those who've made it happen. Yeah, I did in fact want to mention that Earth Dance, the organization that I've been involved with now we're in a 24th year of Earth Dance. And you know, the synchronized meditation practice has become widely embraced. And so we're working with several other groups, including Heart Math Institute, which is particularly interesting because they have evolved to such a point right now with their new app, which you can get, and I recommend everybody get it. We did the first global coherence pulse a couple of weeks ago. And we only had 500 on the Zoom. We had that capacity. It immediately went to that, and I guess well over 1,000 tried to get on it that first one. So it's coming up on the 18th, and I put it also in the chat at 12 o'clock Pacific time. And Teresa Collins with the Resonance Group Academy is organizing it, but along with a number, Claudia Wells and a number of other co-organizers. So it's wonderful to work on the coherence of the field, both our own individual fields and our heart intelligence really being centered, and then joining, as we do, with hopefully thousands, putting a coherence into the field. So yeah, just wanted to mention that, and thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Michael. And thank you for all that you've done to create community for us. And we've all benefited so much from your contributions for many, many years.
Thank you. It's been a great honor. Quite a journey we've all been through, and more to come.
More to come. And please put that link back in again. If you could repost the link again, that'd be great.
I will. And we're also working on a new social network called Communitas Zone, which I'll put in here as well, which will be launching in the latter part of the year, but we're online with it now. So globalcoherencepulse.org and communitas.zone.
Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else that we haven't heard from? I want to give kind of priority to people we haven't heard from. Karen Solomon. Absolutely. Hi,
Hey
Karen.
guys, it's nice to be with you second week in a row. And, you know, I was just thinking I've been down in San Diego County for 5.5 years after over 30 years in the Bay Area. And I know so many of you from there. Evelina, it's so good to see you, and Deborah and Scott. And I just, you know, when we all get confined, I have so much gratitude. I feel healthy and well, and my business is online anyway. So, I mean, life is good. But it's really, I'm really lonely for community. And it's funny, I feel more connected to all of you again than I have in 5 years by just getting on the phone with you, by connecting with people. Because, and I was laughing because, you know, I'm dating, and it's like you can date somebody in Italy or India or Spain or Encinitas, where I am, just as easily, because it's all online anyway right now. So I think this really is a beautiful global connection. And I thank you all for holding it. And I'll look forward to seeing how I might be able to contribute a little bit more and pass the word. So I'll
Great.
be
Thank you,
looking
Karen.
forward to it. Yeah,
Good to see
thank
you.
all.
Good to see
See
you.
you guys.
Anyone else that we haven't heard from? We'd like to
Hi,
share?
it's Hallelujah and Teresa.
Hey, hey, hallelujah, and Tressa.
Hello.
We just want to say how much we love and adore you all so much.
Thank you so much for hosting this wonderful event. And we just, Teresa has a wonderful song for everybody.
I do.
Yeah, come on.
I wasn't planning on using that.
Bless everybody.
Thank you. If you ever go back and watch the recording, Teresa, you hit such a high note. You went beyond the capacity of our technology. Our technology could not keep up with you. That's how extraordinary your voice is. The angels heard you. And so all of our friends, Ramana Das is waving. He heard you up there. So that was beautiful. That was very cool. I'm trying to bring people on as best as I can. If you've asked to come on and I've missed you, send me another message. And we'll wrap up in a few minutes. Anyone else that hasn't shared that wants to say something? Anybody else? Yeah, Leslie, I've brought you on, so.
Okay.
Go ahead, Leslie.
Okay. Let me get this. I don't know if my video is showing. Is my video showing?
No, we hear you, but we're not
Okay.
seeing you.
Okay, well, that's good enough. This was really.
Oh, we see you now, by the way. Just so you know, we are seeing you now.
Okay. This was very healing for me, Scott, to see all these friends from the past, and the memories, like Deborah. The first time I met Deborah, she was 19, when we were starting the holistic movement, and quite the dancer, and over the years, and even Kenny Kaufmann, when I started the closing ceremony for the Los Angeles Whole Life Expo, and so I've been at this for well over 40 years, and I too have been working with the cancer for the last 3 years, and doing a lot of laying around and deciding which way I want to go with this. I've been following a natural path, but I just want to encourage our tribe, to keep going. I hope we all get the message that we were born for this. We were born for this moment. The virus is a cutting edge of evolution, a virus, and these are definitely the end times of something, and they're the beginning of something that we were all born to do, and here's something from the Enchanted Garden Club membership. Oh, patient Mother Earth, let us walk together more closely. I accept your fulfillment as a byproduct of my own fertile seed dreams flowering. Well, I want to send that blessing that we each fulfill our purpose through this moment in time that we were born to pass through, and see something really wonderful. The Enchanted Garden, a name for our new earth. Thanks, Scott. Keep up the good work. And all my friends over the decades. And I don't think we're done yet until we do what we came to do. Okay. Thanks, Scott.
Thank you, Leslie. And I'll just take a moment, since she is in a cancer journey. Maximum grace for Leslie Goldman. Maximum grace for Leslie Goldman. Maximum grace for Leslie Goldman. You've probably heard me. You've probably heard me a few times now use the maximum grace prayer. And I actually got that from beloved Paramahansa Yogananda, who taught that maximum grace is the highest prayer we can offer. Because we never really know what's best for someone, but what's always best is maximum grace. We may not know the specifics, but maximum grace is always the highest. So that's something I've really enjoyed as a prayer. there anyone else before we close out for the night? Anyone else? Evelina has a little bit more. Yeah, I'm trying to unmute you too. There we go.
So I wanted to share that I do a Facebook Live webinar every Thursday at 2 p.m. in April. It's free to everyone. If you come on the webinar, then you can ask questions of me and the Council of 12. So it's satsang with the council and with me, and it's just getting extraordinary. And the replays are on my page. They had a lot to say about the kinds of things we're talking about tonight, of how to really take care of yourself during this time. So I'd love to see you. Love to have you be a part of it.
And tell us again, what time is that?
It's 11 a.m. in Pacific time zone, 2 p.m. Eastern on Thursdays in April.
And people find that by going to your Facebook profile page?
They can, or they can go to evelinarose.com.
Great. Thank you, Evelina. That's a beautiful
Sitting
offer.
with the divine, acknowledging we're all divine. When we sit together, we are sitting with the divine. And then with the addition of many, many guides.
Beautiful. Thank you, Evelina. What a wonderful offering. Thank you.
Hey, Scott. I have one more thing. Thank you, Evelina, by the way. Miss you. It's Leah.
Yeah, I miss you too.
Oh, come back. I want to see you in the rivers. But I have one little thing to share with you guys. It's really kind of exciting for me personally. Before I joined up with All Things River Guidance, I actually was a Rasa yoga teacher and still am, sound healing yoga. And I just had my first ever Zoom breathwork teaching that I did, subbing for a friend who has a breathwork class every day, twice a day. And I had a chance to do the sound healing, the humming yoga that I do with someone in Poland and in Florida. And it was just so exciting. I mean, I know you guys have been online forever doing your things, but for me personally, it was a real breakthrough. So I think I'm hooked. So I'm gonna have to start offering this more often. So I just had to tell you guys that. I'm very excited about it.
Wonderful. Congratulations, Leah.
Thank you.
All right. I think it's about time to wrap up. And Alan Lundell just, Alan, I think you accidentally, Alan, you have just shared screen, which is what we don't want to have happen, although we love you. There we go. The miracle of modern technology. Even Dr. Future was taking us into the future. All right. Well, thank you again, everybody. We'll, again, a reminder, every day, 9 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock in the evening, my company, Love Coach Academy, provides free online support. Please join us. And we're going to have a really good one tomorrow morning. And we'll be back next Saturday night with something special. Deborah and I are going to put our heads together and see what wants to happen. And certainly your feedback, send us private messages with what you really liked, what you'd like to see more of. I know more EOS Star and Matthias probably. God, it was good to hear them sing again.
And Lakshmi.
And so good to hear Lakshmi sing. Oh my God, I love those voices. And so wonderful just to see our tribe coming together. So anyway, thank you, everybody. Thank you again, Deborah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Good night, everybody. Sleep well, and we'll look forward to seeing you soon. Take care, everybody.